Every financial collapse follows the same pattern. A scholar predicted it 900 years ago. He had no computer, no data, no economics degree, but he understood what we refuse to see. And it's happening right now. 1058 Persia. A man named Al-Ghazali is watching an empire get rich. Trade exploding. Gold flowing. Cities like Baghdad buzzing with money. Europe is poor. The Islamic world is wealthy beyond measure. But Al-Ghazali notices something strange. The richer society gets, the weaker it becomes. More wealth, less trust, more trade, more corruption. He starts asking, what if money itself is the poison? Not the cure. The poison. And he discovers something terrifying. Every wealthy civilization dies the same way. From the inside. Al-Ghazali says money is like blood. It has to flow, or the body dies. When wealthy people hoard, they stop the flow. The economy suffocates. Not because there's no wealth, because wealth won't move. He calls it freezing the blood of society. Think about it today. Billionaires sitting on more money than they could spend in 100 lifetimes. Corporations hoarding cash while workers struggle. Money locked in offshore accounts. The blood isn't flowing. And people wonder why the economy feels sick. Al-Ghazali knew. 1,000 years ago. When circulation stops, the system dies. Not slowly. Fast. Because artificial scarcity creates real chaos. Prices explode. Markets break. Trust vanishes. And once trust is gone, you can't buy it back. Then he identified the real killer. Speculation. Merchants hoarding grain during famines. Driving up prices. Profiting from suffering. Al-Ghazali didn't call it evil. He called it infectious. One person cheats. Another sees it. Thinks, why am I the only honest one? Soon everyone's cheating. And the market collapses under its own lies. Look around today. Housing investors buying homes they'll never live in. Pricing out families. Crypto schemes. Pump and dump. Market manipulation. Companies raising prices during disasters. Every single pattern Al-Ghazali saw. He wrote, profit from suffering is profit from corruption. And corruption spreads like disease. Through markets. Through institutions. Through everything. Because markets only work when people believe they're fair. Remove that belief? You don't have a market. You have a scam. And when people realize they can't win, they stop playing. That's when the system breaks. Here's where it gets scary. Al-Ghazali predicted inflation. Medieval rulers would dilute gold coins. Mix in cheap metal. Same coin. Less value. Hidden tax. Al-Ghazali called it theft. The poor get destroyed. They only have wages. And suddenly wages buy nothing. He warned, do this too long and people abandon your currency. They'll use foreign money. Anything but yours. Weimar Germany did this. Zimbabwe did this. Venezuela did this. Argentina is doing it now. Every hyperinflation follows Al-Ghazali's script from 1100 AD. Because he understood, money is belief. Once belief dies, money dies. You can't force it. Can't print it. Can't legislate it. Look at today. Central banks printing trillions. Debt at record levels. Inflation creeping back. The exact same playbook. Short-term fixes that create long-term disasters. Al-Ghazali saw this pattern. Each fix needs a bigger fix. Each intervention needs a bigger intervention. Until the whole system runs on manipulation. And the second you stop, collapse. We're watching it in slow motion. Al-Ghazali saw what economists miss. Economies don't collapse from bad numbers. They collapse from bad people. Fear, greed, lies. When rulers cheat, merchants cheat customers. When institutions lie, individuals stop caring. Corruption cascades down, top to bottom. He said, a society survives poverty. It cannot survive corruption. Poverty is a resource problem. You rebuild. Corruption is a system problem. You can't rebuild. Because corruption kills trust. And trust is the only thing holding an economy together. Not gold. Not regulations. Not police. Trust. When people stop believing the system works, it stops working. Trust in government? Falling. Trust in media? Falling. Trust in institutions? Falling. Al-Ghazali would recognize this instantly. The beginning of the end. He watched it in his time. Rulers got corrupt. Merchants got dishonest. Workers cut corners. Everyone cheated everyone. Markets froze. Trade died. Economy rotted. The wealthy thought they were safe. They had gold, land, power. Al-Ghazali told them, when society collapses, everyone falls. No safe haven in a burning building. Money only works when society works. Remove society? You're holding pretty metal. Look at 2008. Banks gambling with other people's money. Creating products no one understood. Profiting from chaos. Collapsing. Getting bailed out. Regular people lost everything. Al-Ghazali would call it exactly what it was. Corruption masked as innovation. What did we learn? Nothing. Same banks. Bigger now. Same practices. Same risks. Because we didn't fix the incentives. Right now, the system rewards short-term profit over long-term stability. It rewards financial tricks over actual production. It rewards extraction over contribution. Those incentives are driving us toward collapse. Wealth concentration at historic highs. Housing turned into speculation. Inflation eating wages. Debt growing faster than economies. And everywhere, the same question Al-Ghazali asked. What happens when a civilization gets rich faster than it gets wise? We're watching the answer. Markets need fairness to function. Currency needs honesty to survive. Trust is the foundation of everything. Remove it, the structure collapses. We're not listening. But the pattern doesn't care. It just repeats. Al-Ghazali's insight isn't religious. It's mechanical. Money is a moral ecosystem. When the moral framework breaks, the financial system follows. Not eventually. Inevitably. People respond to incentives. System rewards hoarding? People hoard. Rewards speculation? People speculate. Rewards corruption? People become corrupt. And once those behaviors dominate, the economy rots from inside. You can't see it on a chart. Can't measure it with GDP. But it's happening. Slowly. Then suddenly. Record corporate profits. Workers struggling. Productivity skyrocketing. Wages flat. Technology advancing. Fewer people benefit. Economy growing on paper. Living standards falling for millions. Al-Ghazali would ask, what are we building? For whom? Because an economy that doesn't serve its people gets destroyed by its people. History proves this. Every time. Al-Ghazali wrote, where justice is lost, prosperity cannot remain. Not philosophy. Physics. Systems break when foundations crack. Our foundation is cracking. Every civilization thinks it's different. Rome thought that. Mayans thought that. Ottomans thought that. They believed wealth would protect them. They were wrong. Al-Ghazali watched his empire begin its decline. Not from invasion. from internal rot. He warned them, "Fix this now or watch it collapse later." They didn't listen. We're making the same mistake. We see the signs: inequality, instability, erosion of trust. But we keep doing the same things, expecting different results.